A pair of teams who started their conference schedules with 2 wins and no losses meet for a midseason matchup. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Laker Turf Stadium for a men's lacrosse matchup featuring the Oswego State Lakers hosting the SUNY Oneonta Red Dragons here on WTOP 10. My name is Logan Stolberg. I'm joined here by my broadcast partner, Thomas Turgeon. Thomas, how are you feeling about this matchup today?
Right now, a little bit concerned for the Lakers. Oneonta rolling coming into today's contest. Oneonta also gained the last victory against Oswego State last season, a 12-6 loss. However, on the other hand, Oswego's won the previous 4 prior to that. So you look at this, overall should be a pretty close contest between the two teams.
And in the last game they played last year, Gavin Elston had 3 goals. He was a big part of their game last year, but you know, now's a different season. Oneonta coming off a 8-5 win against Brockport this last weekend. And we look up the matchup history between these two teams. They met for a total of 32 times, and they're on a 1-game. Oneonta's on a 1-game winning streak. These teams actually at once back in 2016 went to 3 overtimes, a 9-8 win by the Oneonta Red Dragons at home. So the Lakers' last win they had against them, 2019, a 15-6 win for the Lakers. So a win today would be a huge for the Lakers today.
Very important start for Oswego State this season. They've started off very well on their offensive side. And you look at the history, it doesn't lie itself. 10 goals per game this season, or averaging for Oswego State. And then you look at the records as a whole, it's a pretty 500 record.
And for the Red Dragons, one of their best players, number 9, Jamie O'Neill, a freshman. He's not only one of the best players in the SUNYAC, he's one of the best players in the country. 11th in goals per game in the whole entire Division III. Number 1, by the way, for people unaware of who's probably number 1, Lux Swedlund, number 77 for Stockton, is number 1 with 5 goals per game. But for the Red Dragons, and now going on to Corey O'Connor, huge game last game. He had 4 points. He had a career high for points with 6. That's his best. He had a goal along with 2 assists. So talk about what he's going to mean for the Lakers coming in today.
Absolutely. Corey O'Connor was huge for Oswego State against Plattsburgh. You look at he tied his career high in points in a game, and he's been absolutely sensational. Last game, 4 goals and 2 assists for 6 points. He had 11 shots. So one of the key takeaways from that game is get the ball to number 11 in white today, and you could find yourself in the back of the net for Oswego.
And some of the other younger players on this team, last week, Hayden Coney, he has scored his first 3 collegiate goals against Plattsburgh. He had an exceptional performance. What's he going to have to do today's game against this Red Dragons defense?
Well, this defense is going to be very tight, and they're going to be very competitive. Brockport only scoring 5 goals in their game against Oneonta. It just goes to show how strong this defensive group is on the back end. But on the offensive side as well, they were able to tally 8 against the Golden Eagles. Oswego State able to find much more against Plattsburgh last weekend. So time will tell, and we've got plenty of time to decide who will be the better team by the end of today. Oswego and Oneonta, it should really be a 50-50 contest.
And we get ready for the face-off. Logan Prescott, the man of the face-offs for the Lakers. And now it looks like 73 for 18 or 118 for the year. And he's still fighting on the ground, and ground ball picked up by Tyler Scordo. And he's going to go to Kenyon, so now they're working behind. And he's able to get it to number 12. That's Jackson Cummings. He's working up the field. He has a defender chasing him. And he's able to float it, and that was nearly intercepted by O'Neill. And that's going to be picked up by the Red Dragons. Number 8, that's going to be number Matthew Krieg, the midfielder junior. And Oswego and Oneonta making some substitutions. And now trying to get the ball in the goal. That goes to number 4. That's Connor Gallagher, the attackman. And now over to number 26. That's David Guest. And they're able to find someone open. Get a screen. Back goes to Guest. And it looks like he faked behind the net. He's going to go to the left near the near side. And he gets it now to the far side. Number 13 has it. And he's going to shoot, and it's a miss right at the post. But the Red Dragons get it back. And now it goes to Owen Vale. He gets it behind it, and that's going to go out of bounds.
Another couple key opportunities. The most recent one by Owen Vale, almost tallying, but just edging it wide for Oneonta. They've been really just chipping away at this Oswego defense who's trying to hold their ground.
And number 9, that's Evan Coleman on Jamie O'Neill for us, for the Lakers. And that's going to be Aiden Kenyon now with the ball. So Jackson Cummings, he's going to throw it all the way, and wide open is Tyler Scordo. And he's going to find Tyler Stevenson. And now it's Troy Conley, as we mentioned, exceptional game last weekend, trying to duplicate it today. And now it goes to Elston. Open there is Broadman, huge game last week with 3 goals. And now Donglowitz trying to get it. He does. It goes to Broadman to shoot, and that's going to go wide. They didn't get it there, but Oswego maintains possession as O'Connor trying to make his move to the goal. Give it a spin, he loses it, picks the ground ball up, and now it's going to be picked up by the Red Dragons.
Max Broadman, another good opportunity for him in the most recent games for number 3 in white. 5 points last game against Plattsburgh, and he's had 2 straight games with 3 goals previously against Brockport and Plattsburgh.
And we got more substitutions here. And looks like number 8's he's gonna find Owen Vale here, and he's looking for someone. Gets it to David Guest. Back to Vale. Cradles it and trying to go up the field. And he's going to get run into, and that's going to be wide. So there are already 2 shots already for the Red Dragons, and they're missing.
Connor Gallagher right there with the most recent opportunity for Oneonta. Just really not being able to find the net, and let alone just can't even find Aiden Kenyon as of late.
And looks like one of the Red Dragons tried to shoot it, but it looked like it was blocked by Jackson Cummings. And now it's going to go all the way to Cameron Yost, the defenseman, as he's making his move, has a guy draped on him, and that's going to be intercepted, or now not intercepted. Matthew Krieg nearly had it for the Red Dragons, and we got a whistle. And now they're going to get it over to, and shoot and score! Number 17, Evan Kelly, shoots and scores for the Red Dragons. That's huge. Already 11:22 into this game.
Evan Kelly getting the first goal on the day, and it was right, just a quick turnover in the neutral zone. A quick foul leads to Oneonta springing the other way. A wide open Kelly, point blank on Aiden Kenyon, able to find the back of the net for his 9th on the season. He had 2 in the game against Brockport, and he's got number 1 today for himself and for the Red Dragons.
And the Red Dragons win the faceoff, and going upfield. And now to the far side, rather, has a guy open, and he has a couple guys on him.
By number 17, Evan Kelly.
And the Vale has it.
Assistant number 9, Jamie O'Neill.
Now goes to Zucchini.
Time of goal, 3 minutes, 30
He's trying to find someone to go to. He does.
At 3:30.
It's going to be number 21, Vincent Herbsman. So now back to Herbsman. He has Stevenson on him, goes behind the net, and it's going to go back to him. It's a shoot and a block. Aiden Kenyon blocked it, but we have a player down. That's not good for the Lakers. Jackson Cummings is down and in some pain.
Yeah, it was a good shot, though, by Oneonta as it went right to the torso. But he's getting up now. He seems to be good to go. A little shaken up on the shot, but a good block by the Lakers defense, and keeps things a 1-goal game and a quality opportunity for Oneonta, but some good defense there by Oswego State to keep them at bay.
So far already, the Lakers have won, both teams have won 1 out of 2 faceoffs already, as number Chris Schmidt, I believe, or rather Garrett Petrelli, is going to shoot and he's going to miss. But Lakers, they retain the possession as Jack Delaney, the senior, making his way to Elston, Elston, he's able to chip it over to number 19. That's Mia McAlery. McAlery has a guy on him. Gets it over to to Delaney. Now behind the net. That's to Sexton. Elston's got it. Trying to find the man open. He has a guy on him. Trying to knock the ball out. He's going to shoot, and he's going to miss. And that was a great save by the Red Dragons, Harrison Bukas. And we got a penalty now. So the Lakers, looks like they're going to get a man-up opportunity right here on a power play. And that's a shoot. That's a miss for Jack Delaney. But a penalty. Looks like it could be a hold on the Red Dragons.
The Lakers will go on the man advantage. Gavin Elston a little bit drawing the foul and generating some quality opportunities for the Lakers. He's going to be key for the Lakers offense today.
In terms of, the man-up goals, Oswego has 8. They're only allowing opponents to have 2. As now it's Brodman. Elston has it, been very active so far. McAlery, another one of them. Now back to, that was Trey Jones. And Elston back. It goes to Brodman. And that's a shoot and score! How about that? Max Brodman. Huge game last week. He puts it in the net for the Lakers, and we got a tie ball game, 9-14 after the first quarter.
A little unintentional was Max Brodman sending the floater intended for Trey Jones on the back door, and it just finds that top right corner. A little bit of a change-up. It rather seems unintentional on Brodman's end, but able to find the back of the net on the opportunity that was given towards him in a 1-1 game midway here through this first quarter.
And Prescott and Somo take the face-off, won by Prescott. He's going to have a fast break. He's trying to do what he did last week, and he doesn't. But that's a miss by O'Connor to Sexton. But Sexton now grabs it, goes behind the net, chips it over to Liam Sexton. Back to O'Connor. He's still looking to find someone.
46 seconds of the first
and he does. Elston, right around midfield, or rather not midfield. And now going up the field is Nicholas Benetti. He's got someone behind the net, Sexton. Back to Benetti. Goes to Donglowitz. He jukes a defender. He jukes another defender. That would go to O'Connor, who drops it, and that's going to be picked up by the Red Dragons. Bryce Caffrey running up the right near far side, down the side near the sideline. He looks for someone. He gets it. Looks like that was O'Neal. And we got more subs. And now looks like Connor Aspel, number 4, huge part of this Lakers team this year. He's now on the field. Now going to Colin Whitelick. And it looks like we got a trip. Vale had it, and he's going to lose the ball. And that's going to go to bounce.
Some good defense there by Oswego State. Tyler Stevenson really giving a hard time on this Oneonta offense. They were waiting to get a couple changes before they made their attack. They ended up getting into the offensive zone. Really couldn't get anything going and break off of that far side. Oswego pushing them right all the way to the outbounds, forcing a turnover here midway through the first.
And we had a yard sale on there as the lacrosse stick falls down for one of the Red Dragons, and now working his way up to the offensive zone, offensive attack. That's Jack Delaney. Gets it over to McAlery. And looks like they got some substitutions, and Elston, he's looking for someone, has a defender on him. That's Jesse Alfonso St. John on him. He's trying to knock it out. He shoots, and he misses. So the Red Dragons, good defense. And it looks like it's going to stay with the Lakers.
Oswego's going to keep possession here. Gavin Elston getting sandwiched by this Oneonta defense. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 Red Dragons around him. Just goes to show how much of an offensive threat he is in front of goal.
McAlery looks like he might have found someone open. And Sexton, and that is wide of the mark. Liam Sexton misjudged where that the net was, and he whiffs. So now going to the left side, that's going to be Delaney. He's going to spin, makes a guy miss, goes behind the net. He's trying to wrap around. Has a defender all over him. He shoots and he misses, but we got another flag.
Call. He's got to draw another penalty, and that's Delaney just driving towards the goal, digging his shoulder down, his near side shoulder, driving in towards the goal, drawing the foul. Oswego will go up another man late here in the first. 6:21 remaining, so they'll have another opportunity on the man up. They already converted once. Let's see if they can do it again.
If you're Coach Owens, what are you telling your team now that you have 2 penalties in this game already?
Right now, I think it's more of a keep your composure, and this is going to be a really tough contest. These two teams, they're both looking for their 3rd straight SUNYAC win. They're both looking to stay undefeated in conference. It's going to be a dogfight.
And now to Brodman. He's in a fake, gets it, and and he falls down. Corey O'Connor falls down, picked up by the Red Dragons. Aiden Green, the freshman from Smithtown, and that's going to get knocked out. It's like Liam Sexton forced that. Trey Jones now has him working his way up the field. Spins around 2 defenders. One of them, O'Neal. He finds a wide open man. That's Liam Sexton. Goes to Brodman, trying to work his way to the middle. That he does. Now to Brodman again. And now he gets it, and actually he drops it. Delaney had it. Now he picks it up again. Back to Elston. Shoots wide, and that's going to be no good.
It looked like he was intending that pass for Corey O'Connor on the back door, trying to send a high flyer towards that backdoor opportunity. O'Connor not able to generate anything off of that, but that offensive possession all starts back in the defensive zone with Trey Jones keeping the possession, bringing it back up, peeling by a few defenders, and allowing that opportunity to present itself.
Minikowski for the Red Dragons had a lot of room to run. He gets it now to that's David Guest, number 26. He's still looking for someone. As the Red Dragons make a few subs. Coming into the game now for them, Connor Gallagher, back in the game. They're trying to wake her up and back bounce off the post, and that's going to be no good for the Red Dragons.
Another point-blank opportunity for Oneonta. Just goes just off the bar, out of play. They retain possession, though, and this is a team that really likes to go to work on the outsides. However, right there, you just see it right there. A miscue on the pass leads to it going the other way for Oswego.
So now that you're the Lakers, Jamie O'Beal, number 9, huge for the SUNYAC, rather the Oneonta Red Dragons, best player in the country for D3. How have the Lakers done so far in terms of slowing them down?
They've done rather solidly. The thing is, though, Oneonta, they've generated opportunities. It looks like we're going to have a flag here going on for Oswego State.
Not sure what the flag is here.
Oswego hasn't had possession, so we'll be going against the Lakers upon a turnover. However, on the other hand, you look at Oswego, Oneonta has been generating some really good opportunities. They just haven't been able to find the net. They've been finding the bars. But nonetheless, it just hasn't really gone in the favor of the Red Dragons right now. They've been generating opportunities. Ever since that first goal, though, they've been rather complacent with where they are.
And we got a slash by the Lakers. And looks like it's Hayden Coney, number 24. He's going to be the man in the penalty box. So the Red Dragons will get a power play opportunity, as they're trying to get a goal here to get a 2-1 lead. Goes behind the net now to Gallagher. He's going to, and now actually back to Gallagher. Cummings on him. That didn't work. So now behind the net, they're working behind the net a lot right now. They're able to get it. Now behind the net again. Goes back to him, trying to set it up. Looked like he wanted to take a shot, wasn't there. Didn't have the look he wanted. He's going to get the Guest, who's going to shoot, and that's no good. Right out the post, and that will be, looks like, stay with the Red Dragons.
That was an absolute rip of a shot. Just goes off the crossbar on Kenyon. A couple of them have just not been able to beat that metal bar composed of the net right now. Oneonta, though, they're buzzing. They got a man-up opportunity continuing, and they've been moving the ball around pretty well.
And as we said that, Owen Vale tried to take a shot. He whiffs, but Red Dragons keep the ball, as they've had a couple opportunities to get it in the net, but already tie game. You got to figure, what do you say if you're Coach Owens right now?
Right now, I feel like you don't even tell your players anything. They seem to be controlling the ball a lot better over these last few minutes, and it looks like they're having the momentum here. Kenyon's just looking very solid in between the pipes for Oswego State. The defense, on the other hand, they've been generating or allowing some point-blank opportunities for Oneonta.
And as we talk about that, Evan Coleman, he's going to go near the near side. He's going to go to the other side of the field. That's going to be the other long stick midfielder. That's Jackson Cummings. He shoots it all the way upfield. That's a miss for Petrelli. And that actually bounced off the stick of Petrelli. He's going to pick it up. He's going to shoot. And he's going to miss. And we got a late flag.
And there's going to be another man-up opportunity, and you can see the frustration on the other hand on Andrew Ginto as the Lakers will go on another man-up opportunity with 2:19 remaining. And you look at this team right now, Oswego had a good opportunity on the rush. On that opportunity, Petrillo, just a little bit of a screenplay allows them to gather some space and generate a scoring opportunity that goes high over the goal. Oswego, another man-up opportunity, and we've seen a lot of that as of late.
And once again, the Red Dragons, that's 3 penalties already in the first quarter. And that's not something you really want to have going for you already in this game. And that was a loose book ground ball picked up by the Red Dragons. So now they're trying to steal it away. Matthew Krieg had it.
He's taking his time. They're still a man down. They got plenty of time to work with. I mean, if you're Oneonta, you might as well just eat this clock away. You got 1:45 remaining in this first quarter, and why allow Oswego to have any offensive opportunities when you're down a man?
And looks like they're still stalling right here. And it looks like Matthew Krieg stills the ball. Trying to get another goal for the Red Dragons with 1:27 left in the first quarter as we come to an end. And now he has a defender on him. Cummings trying to poke that ball out. He's unable to do so. He's going to back up. He's got a wide open man. Jake Dominikowski, rather, that's Ben Konak. And now with a lot of speed, Connor Gallagher. He has Stevenson on him, trying to shed him off. He's unable to do so, and then they're going to fight for it. And Vale trying to shoot. And no, Aiden Kenyon with a great play right there.
A loose ball recovered by Kenyon, but on the other hand, Tyler Stevenson just going to town on Carson Gallagher. A lot of cross checks to the back, leaving Oswego not being able to allow Oneonta any really offensive opportunities. And it starts off with Stevenson on that back end pressuring Gallagher. Oswego gets a lot of defensive, really just praise right now. Only allowing 1 goal so far with 34 seconds left to go.
And I believe we have a timeout by the Red Dragons, I think. That's what I saw. So already 34 seconds left in the first quarter. What have you seen so far in terms of what we've seen?
Well, it's pretty simple. You've seen a very 50-50 contest. It could have gone either way. Oneonta really hasn't had the ball luck as of late. Oswego really been shooting a lot high of the goal. Oneonta has had, I want to say, 2 or 3 opportunities that have just been inches away, just hitting the bar and propelling back out of the goal essentially, or across from the goal. Really just only 1 goal to beat on Aiden Kenyon, and that was early in the first quarter. Oswego was able to even things out. But after that, it's really just been a possession game. They haven't really been able to generate grade A, but definitely some quality scoring opportunities to note. But still a 1-1 contest between these two teams, and we kind of expected that. These two teams very close to each other. Oneonta only being Brockport by 3, Oswego beating Brockport by 1. So overall, it's everything you kind of expected out of this game. I wouldn't say you expected this lack of goals on the scoreboard early, but I have no idea. Time will tell.
Longtime SUNY rivals dating back to 1982. In fact, the Lakers lost 6 in a row, I believe, from 82 to 97 before getting the first win in 98. That was a 19-8 win. As Liam Sexton trying to find someone who looks like he wanted to score. He's an Ajuka defender. He's going to shuffle over to Elston. He's a guy on him. That goes to Sexton back again. He runs. Gets to the Trey Jones. He's trying to shoot and almost to score, but no.
That looks like it went
And they
in.
called it a goal, looks like. Wow.
I was going to say, that looked like it went in. It ricocheted off the back netting and then off the goalkeeper and out of play. It looks like they're going to be having a discussion on this. It looked like Trey Jones got the goal, and Oswego's going to have a 2-1 lead, it looks like, with 3 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
If it stands, this is his third goal of the season. So, and the officials still...
It definitely hit the back of the net, according to the replay. I mean, either way, they're having the face-off in center, which means we're definitely going to have a goal on their hands. A 2-1 game to end the first quarter of play. A good response by Oswego out of that timeout. Trey Jones able to pick that bottom right corner and get the late lead going into the second quarter.
And huge for the Lakers going into the second quarter, wanting that momentum going into halftime into this next quarter. So it's going to be huge for the Lakers to see what they can do for the second quarter. But so far, really, Jamie O'Neal, he's been very quiet. Best player within D3. He has really not done much for the Oneonta Red Dragons team so far. He's had the ball a couple times, and yet not many shots we've seen him take.
The thing is, though, you look at a guy like Jamie O'Neal, he's led the team in points and goals, so it's pretty simple. When you have your top goal scorer at 34 and your secondary goal scorer at 13, you know who you're going to want to mark. You know who they're trying to feed the ball to. He's not as much of a playmaker. He's got 9 assists on the season, but on the other hand, you look at he's got 73 shots, so he really wants to get some shots in. But on the other hand, SUNYAC, it's going to be an interesting one just to talk about overall around the conference right now.
And we look around the SUNYAC for some of the games, rather. We can pull that up. So look at some of the scores. As we begin second quarter of action, Steven Somo and Logan Prescott, I believe, around the SUNYAC Cortland, huge advantage right now. They have a 1-point lead over New Paltz, 3-2, and Geneseo, they're running away with it out of the gate against Plattsburgh. I don't think any surprise there. We got a tight ball game against Brockport and Potsdam. So, you know, this Lakers team is going to face Cortland later on this year. What are they going to have to do to take them down, the other Red Dragons team? Right
now, I think you got to focus on the one that's right in front of you. I mean, you're in a 1-goal contest with Oneonta, although it's going to be a competitive contest. I wouldn't even say you look at that game right now, just mainly because you have such a test at hand. But on the other hand, you mentioned Geneseo getting the better hand. Head coach Drew Bezek, previously the Oswego State head coach 2 seasons ago, who ran this program for a solid 6-7 years. So it's going to be cool to see Oswego go against their former head coach once more later in the year.
And Vail trying to find someone. Stevenson all over him. He's going to shoot, and he's going to miss. So not quite a 5-iron, if you say. As O'Neal, quiet game so far. He's going to spin again. Lakers, well, you see them double teaming and very bold strategy. That's going to hit one of the back of the Lakers. Looked like it may have been McAlery, but we saw a bold strategy by the Lakers right there. Jamie O'Neal getting double teamed. Is that what they're going to have to do to keep them from scoring any goals?
Well, currently it's working, and you look at good block there. It looked like it went off the foot of Evan Coleman. Kenyon wasn't able to see a lot of traffic out in front of him, but O'Neal, you're going to have to shut down. I mean, it's really, really bland right on paper, pen to paper. It's the top goal scorer on the team, and it's by a long shot. He's got 20-plus more goals than any other player on this team.
As we said, that intercepted by Connor Aspinall right there. Guerrero threw it to the wrong team, and Aspinall trying to get a set up for the Lakers. Going to shoot, and we got no. Bukas actually blocked it. Robert Nelson, the long stick midfielder, tried to shoot it from long distance. He misses. So Ben Konak will chip it to Matthew Krieg, second leading scorer on this team, and it's not even close between O'Neal and everyone else. 21 more goals from the first guy, O'Neal, to the second guy, Matthew Krieg. So the little stats right there. Behind the net. Looks like it was Gallagher. And Coleman's going to... It's a shoot and score! Jamie O'Neal, one of the best players in Division III. He's going to shoot and score, and the Lakers unable to contain him right there.
A lot of size and a lot of velocity on that shot was Jamie O'Neal. Being able to drive towards goal, bear down his shoulder on the spin around, and being able to tally one 5-hole. Gets by Evan Coleman, able to tally one past Aiden Kenyon in a 2-2 game early here in the second quarter is exactly what you need, especially when you're looking at Oneonta right now. I mean, O'Neal was rather silent in that first quarter, and he's opened the floodgates now with his first goal on the day.
And that might be what the Red Dragons need to get them going as we get a turnover here. That hit the post. And it's going to be Cameron Yost now getting it. He goes to Kenyon. Back to Evan Coleman. By the way, O'Neal, the freshman from Bath Haverling, New York. Don't know where Oneonta found him or how he got to Oneonta, but they have one heck of a player for years to come as someone got knocked over.
A lot of shoving there between Oswego's number 2, Matt Bender, and Oneonta's Bryce Caffrey, leading to Oneonta retaining possession going the other way.
And it looks like the Red Dragons, it's going to be rather still, it's going to be number 17, Evan Kelly, the midfielder. He gets it to Gallagher. He's going to find a man. Looks like that's Guest. Gallagher again. That goes to Matthew Krieg. He goes behind the net, trying to find something, trying to set up this offense. Oswego pretty much backing down right now. Not much pressure put on. Now there's pressure on. Tyler Scordo on him. That goes to Vale. He's going to cradle it. He's trying to look for a fast break. He's going to shoot, and that's a miss. Aiden Kenyon right there. Looks like he got his hands on it. It's going to go wide.
Looks like Kenyon got a piece of that just on the outside frame of his twig, and just being able to get a good stop there. Oneonta, another good opportunity, though. Oswego's defense really pushing things to the outside. They're playing a really tight point defense, and that
goes in. Owen Vale puts one in for the Red Dragons. Now you have a 3-2 lead for the Red Dragons. And partner, how quickly can things turn early in this quarter?
Well, Vale with his 12th on the year, he's left wide open. That's the problem there. Point blank, right on the left-hand side, able to wire one. Top right corner on Kenyon. Not the ideal situation for the Lakers. A little bit of blown coverage leads to the back of the net for the Red Dragons.
And looks at Matthew Krieg was on the assist for the Red Dragons. And that's going to get picked up by one of the Jesse Elf.
Welcome back to the new season of Major Discussions. I'm your host, Vega Turetsky. I'm here with my co-host, Melinda Brancato. Last season, we explored the stories of so many students, from chemists to impressionists and even martial arts enthusiasts.
This season we're back and more excited than ever to keep diving into your student experiences. We have a lot of exciting things ahead and we cannot wait to get started.
To kick off this season, we have here with us today the undeclared and exploratory career coach from Career Services, Mary Buskey.
Welcome to the show, Mary.
It's awesome to be here.
We're glad to have you.
Yeah. So this is super exciting. We know that WTOP 10 is a student-run organization, but you are a part of the SUNY Oswego staff.
Yes, I am a happy and proud member of the Career Services team.
That's awesome. But I mean, you are still a student as well, and we'll touch more into that later, but that's super exciting.
Exactly.
3 on him, trying to poke it out, rather 45. That's going to be that's Matthew Mangles. And that's going to go, it's going to be Liam Sexton taking it away. Kevin Elston, Max Brodman shoots, and he's going to miss. Matthew Bukas made the save right there. So not bad for Bukas already. Only giving up 2 goals. And so far, as of now, he's made a couple of good saves for this Red Dragons team.
Absolutely. Oswego now 14 shots on goal so far. And a little bit into this second quarter of play. Oswego's going to have to generate a lot more, though. You look at this team, look at the wins they've had. They shoot the ball a lot more. And it really stood volumes in that Brockport game. You generate 40 shots, and you're able to find the back of that and find a really gritty, close win against the Golden Eagles in the previous weeks in SUNY play. This is going to be the same way, and it's going to start off in the defensive zone here.
And Lakers trying to defend their own zone as the Red Dragons are in the offensive zone right now. Working behind the net. O'Neal, defender draped on him, goes to Krieg, and that's going to go off Gallagher, trying to scoop it up off the ground ball, and he's able to do so. And now that goes to Kelly, looks like. And now to Vale. Elston trying to defend. He knocks it out, and he's going to get knocked down. And they're going to throw a flag. Could that be it looks like that could be a slashing on, I think, Jackson Cummings, number 12. And
it's going to go the other way. Oneonta's going to have the man down. Oswego's going to go on the advantage here. It was a trip on Cummings there. Oswego's going to retain possession for a little bit before they go on the man up. Nonetheless, they have a lot of room to work with, a lot of time to work with 50 seconds remaining on the possession clock. I mean, you got 7:15 remaining right here in this first half. You're down by 1. This is going to be a great opportunity for them to capitalize.
And it definitely will be down by 1. And Liam Sexton. And that goes now to Jack Delaney. Working behind the net, Guerrero on him. And he's going to shoot, and he misses.
Another good save there.
Bukas so far defending the goal pretty well. And the Lakers will keep it. Liam Sexton, another Laker who had a huge game last week, very quiet so far. We'll see how the Lakers try to work him into today's game to get him more active.
One of the things with Sexton, though, is he's very small, and he weasels his way into the quality opportunities that present him with. And right now, he's not been able to really do that. Oneonta has been really going and covering that lower scoring zone against this Oswego State offense, and it's been a challenge for Sexton. They've been trying to work things to him, but he just hasn't been able to get that passing lane open for him.
And they're trying to pass it right there. Liam Sexton now goes to Elston, trying to shoot there. He's going to shoot and he's going to miss. Once again, another save as Bukas, he's going to run on the goal for a bit, and that's dangerous right there. He doesn't have someone to find. Now he's going to play like he's on offense, and that's going to go wide. So very risky by Bukas. Came out of the goal. So now it will be Delaney. Elston faked it right there. And a long distance opportunity, Max Broadman, and he misses.
Now Oswego right there, they get an offensive opportunity, but that all starts with the turnover there by the Oneonta goaltender. Couldn't get a passing lane open. Oswego really tight point on that defense, not allowing any passing options for the goaltender. He really just has to throw it away. Oswego gets an opportunity, and they get another opportunity here with Elston.
So for the Red Dragons, that's actually a miss now by Bukas. For the Red Dragons, they're allowing opponents to have a shot percentage of .323, so that's about 33%. It's 102 to 97 in terms of that. And in terms of that, man-up goals, as we mentioned earlier, they're 8 for 12. They're allowing their opponents to get more man-up goals, and we've seen that a couple times today. As Kevin Elston trying to shoot, and Bukas is going to knock it away. Looks like it might have been with his elbow. And Corey O'Connor able to find Sexton. And he now goes to Trey Jones, making his way, making a couple of people miss. Now it's going to shoot and a score. Liam Sexton for the Lakers. And we got a tie ball game, my partner.
And it looks like the exact same play that posed itself with Oneonta to get their lead up to 3-2. Liam Sexton being able to open himself up on this near side, as you'll see the replay here, just wide open as he just draws away from the defender, gives him enough room and space to wire that one top left corner.
And Trey Jones with the assist, already the goal earlier that gave the Lakers the lead. And of course, that bounce off the pipe, refs had a discussion, but huge now for the Lakers as we have 5:10 remaining. And we got a new faceoff man. I believe that's going to be, or rather, that's still Prescott. And that's going to be won by the Lakers. Picked up by Stevenson. He's on a trip. Ground ball picked up by the Red Dragons. Looks like number 7. It's going to be Bryce Caffrey. He's going to find someone wide open. That's Owen Veal. He is the goal today. So he got a new. Looks like Konak came back onto the field. Gets it over to another Red Dragon. The shoot and a score, and we got the Red Dragons 4-3 lead. I believe that's going to be Evan Kelly with the goal for the Red Dragons. So how about that? Literally about 20 seconds, the Lakers score, and now the Red Dragons, they found themselves a way to go ahead by 1.
It is Evan Kelly, and it is going to be his second on the day so far. Just right open in the slot, being able to aim and fire, one down low on the left-hand side. Kelly being able to tally. Oneonta gets that lead back just in a matter of minutes to take a 4-3 lead.
And how quickly things can change in lacrosse compared to some other sports, like hockey. But Prescott, he's going to take it. He looks for someone to pass to. And the assist on that goal is David Guest. And Corey O'Connor, he's trying to find someone on the near side.
17, Evan Kelly.
He's got someone on him, and that's a low pass to Delaney. 2 guys on him, double team, Guerrero and
second quarter. Kelly from Guest at 10:30.
Mangles were on him. O'Connor got someone wide open. Open. That's Jason Donglowitz. He's going to make a move. He's going to make a spin move, backs up. And he's still looking to find someone. He's able to do so. Max Brodman trying to get into the offensive attack zone. They're able to do so. Jason Donglowitz. And that's a shoot, and that's a score. Jason Donglowitz for the Lakers. I believe that's his 5th goal of the season for the Lakers. And what a heck of a job by this Lakers offense. Tie ball game.
A little bit of a exposed defensive coverage on this near side, a back-to-back play, and Jason Donglowitz being able to tally his 4th on the year. Really was time for it to make it 4-4 for number 4th on the year for Jason Donglowitz late here in the second quarter.
This is the next man mentality for the Lakers. We got some pushing right there. Don't see a penalty, but
it's going to go the other way, though. Oneonta's going to retain possession. A little bit of a shove there, extended the arms, and next thing you know, Oneonta will retain possession with 3:25 remaining here in the second quarter. Things getting a little bit chippy here going in the final moments of the first half, as Oswego needs to keep their head in. Jack Delaney having a little bit of a conversation with the near side official about it, but either way, the Red Dragons will keep possession here in the defensive zone.
And it looks like Jesse Alfonso St. John a little shaken up. He goes to the sideline. So that's going to be a downfield pass, bad one. And that's Jackson Cummings going the other way. He's got a lot of room to run. Goes to Sexton, trying to take the lead, and they're able to do so. Christian Bukas makes the save, and he's having a pretty decent day for this Red Dragons team.
That was a huge save on Corey O'Connor. O'Connor being able to walk it right in, and right in answer for it was the Oneonta netminder being able to stop him point blank to keep it a tie game.
And now the Red Dragons look to make their way into the offensive attack zone as Vale. He throws it short. Looks like Guest. Fakes. Spins. He's got to make some moves. Aspinall draped on him. Evan Coleman defending right there, and Vale now trying to shoot, and he's gonna, that went in. Yes, it did. Owen Vale, goal number 2 for the Red Dragons, and now 5-4. This is an offensive showdown for both teams.
It's just a one step at a time, one shot at a time, one goal at a time for each team. No team has really been able to break away from any opportunities given to them. Oswego will generate a goal. Oneonta with the response right back, with Vale being able to ricochet one off the turf and past Aiden Kenyon on that far right side, being able to tally it to make it a 5-4 game now for the Red Dragons with 2 minutes to go. It's just a back and forth game so far.
And if you're the Lakers, you need to get back in this game now. 2:09 left. Time is of the essence as the Red Dragons make their way up the field. And we got a whistle, got a timeout. Looks like by Plattsburgh. So they'll talk things through with 2:03 remaining in the second quarter. So now, if you're Andrew Daly, what do you tell the Lakers right now at this moment? But before we get to that, we got a little promo. WTOP 10 Nightly News is a newscast for students by students. It's the best place to stay up to date on the news, weather, and sports that matter to you the most. Tune in Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. on WTOP 10. Find us on Spectrum Channel 96 and streaming on the web on YouTube and Facebook.
You mentioned Andrew Daly right now. It's his first season at the program, but he's no rookie when going to this. He's been with Oneonta before. He was an assistant coach with Oneonta. Definitely been a challenge. Kind of cool facing your alma mater and your previous school that you coached in the SUNY. But right now you've got it really across the bear. You're down a goal. 2 minutes to go here in this first half of play. Oswego State really on their heels and really competitive as of late for Oswego against Oneonta. And hi, Jared on camera, but either way, with 2 minutes to go, Oswego needs a response here. They seem to not being able to allow anything against Oneonta. Anytime Oswego scores, Oneonta responds right back. You need one of these times to either A, have a stop, or B, get a goal, or C, which would be the best option for Andrew Daly and the Lakers, would be all of the above.
So what do you say if you're Pete Owens, obviously? He was the interim coach before he came here. Or rather, he was the interim coach at Oneonta and then became the head coach in 2018. What do you tell him now up 5-4?
Well, right now you got to keep your composure. And it's the same thing for Oneonta, though. You look at them, they're able to tally a goal, but however, Oswego's been able to respond each time that they've been able to tally. No team has been able to break away. You need to find a stop at one end or be able to capitalize here if you're specifically Oneonta, who had the last goal in today's game.
And Owen Vale trying to already have 2 goals already. Good performance, spins. Does another spin move, making all the moves today, and that's going to go wide. Ground ball goes all the way out of bounds.
It's going to be a turnover. Oswego's going to keep possession here. A good attack by Tyler Stevenson, pushing him out the near side, not allowing a lot of passing to go through for Oneonta. So the Lakers will keep possession here with a minute to go here in this first half.
And speaking of attacks, it's the Owen Vale attack today. 2 goals already on this so far today. Lakers defense got to find a way to slow them down. Otherwise, this could be a huge problem for the Lakers. And we're winding down under a minute now. Liam Sexton, the broad minute goal here would be, oh, the steal. We got a steal. Looks like it bounced up in the air, and Jesse Alfonso St. John goes all the way to steal it from the Lakers. That was a play they needed, and looks like we got a timeout. I believe they're signaling Oneonta timeout. So, huge possession change right there for the Red Dragons as Alfonso St. John, he made a huge play for this team.
Yeah, Max Broadman unable to cradle it and keep possession in the offensive zone for Oswego State. On the other hand, though, a right time for Oneonta to capitalize. You have 43 seconds remaining here in this second quarter, in the first half. And the possession clock means nothing now. There's 70 seconds left on that, so that'll run all the way through. So you can take your time with how much you move this ball around to try and get the best possible opportunity you can for the Red Dragons.
And now 5-4. Lakers got to find a way back in this game right now, whether that could be getting these guys involved. Dongwood's a goal already. Liam Sexton. He hasn't done too much. Trey Jones so far going pretty good. 2 points, a goal, and an assist. So you got to figure, how do you work all these young guys in the lineup? And we're going to resume play with the Lakers. Rather, it looks like Yeah, the Red Dragons with the ball. So David Guess is going to start with it. He's going to take his time. He's going to walk around like he's waiting for a meeting to start.
Keep an eye on O'Neal behind the net right now. See if he'll move anywhere close to around the goaltender circle of Kenyon. It seems like he's going to be waiting down behind the net, potentially looking on the other hand to feed either Vale or Kelly out in the slot.
Those crickets over there in that when Guess had the ball, and it looks like almost a shot to the head by Stevenson. He's going to shoot and saved by Aiden Kenyon, and I think we do have a flag.
It is going to go against Oswego State. 8 seconds remaining here in this first half, and a little bit of a cross check there for the Lakers as they'll go on the penalty kill, looking to at least escape out of the first half down by 1. On the other hand, you look at Oneonta right now. They're trying to maybe make a last-second opportunity, but it looks like they're going to eat this clock away and just work their way into the second half.
And right now, now the clock runs out, so we are at halftime with the Oneonta State Red Dragons, up 5-4 in this game.
Hey fans, Oswego Health is proud to sponsor our hometown team.
What are your thoughts so far for both teams?
Well, right now, Oneonta's got them exactly where they want to be. Oneonta having the lead entering this second half of play. On the other hand, Oswego, you're trailing 1. You're in a really gritty contest, and you're going to have to bear down going into the third quarter.
Right here at the Laker Church Stadium on Saturday afternoon.
And now we're going to go to break.
They take on
The Oneonta State Red Dragons up on the Oswego State Lakers 5-4. We'll be right back.
At 1 o'clock against Geneseo.
'76, yes, way back in '76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The kind of late show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome to Laker Church Stadium as the Oswego State Lakers down 5-4 at halftime. You know, very much an offensive battle so far. Both teams have 9 goals combined, but the Red Dragons able to find a way to slow down Oswego on offense, really, and able to have enough of an explosive attack to give Oswego, well, something to think about right now as they regroup.
Yeah, Oswego looking to regroup and bounce back here in this third quarter, trailing by a goal, but it's not really a discredit to the performance. They're playing very well. The thing is, though, Oneonta's been playing just as well, and we've seen it. That's why it's a one-goal game. That's why you've seen, really, it be a 50-50 contest so far.
And so far, Jamie O'Neill, we talked about the outstanding freshman. Very much quiet already. A goal already, but as we said, he has 4.25 goals per game, which is 11th in the country for Division III.
And overall, you look at halftime, though, and this team as a whole has been very competitive. I mean, we see the replays here. This has really been a 50-50 contest, but a lot of it has to go back to the defensive zone coverage, and a lot of the goals scored today have just been some blown coverage where it's just wide open opportunities. On the other hand, that Max Broadman goal, just a really unintentional floater that picks that top right corner. But Oswego being able to get in some space, being able to work the offense around, and quality scoring opportunities have been in both ways for Oswego and Oneonta.
So far, Trey Jones standing out. So far, already a goal and an assist. Now we look at some of the halftime stats. Oneonta leading the Lakers with 22 shots compared to the Red Dragons 12. But partner, don't you think turnovers right now are why the Lakers are finding themselves down 5-4?
I wouldn't even say turnovers. I mean, this game as a whole right now, you've seen it get chippy. You've seen things get heavily contested between Oswego State and Oneonta. There's been a lot of chippiness. There's been a lot of fouls. But on the other hand, you look at the man-up opportunities. Oswego goes 1 for 4. Oneonta goes 0 for 1. So you take a little benefit of the doubt there going into the half, moving into the third quarter. This team really needs to get things turned around. They need to generate more shots on goal, I think, if you're Oswego. I feel like if you're at 22 going the half, I really wouldn't say that's enough yet.
And as of now, now we're actually, Owen Vale right now, 2 goals already. He's having a heck of a day for this Oneonta Red Dragons team right now, and that's definitely going to be the key for this Red Dragons team going forward, as he has 10 shots already in this game.
Yeah, Owen Vale has been generating a lot of opportunities so far for Oneonta. On the other hand, you look at Jamie O'Neill, excuse me, he's been really quiet. He's got 1 goal and 1 assist, but on the other hand, Vale getting a lot of opportunities. O'Neill only 1 shot so far. Vale, 10 shots, 5 of them being on goals. So this is the guy they're looking to feed today when it comes to their offense. It's definitely not O'Neill. It's going to be either Vale or Kelly, who both have 2 goals today.
And so far, in terms of penalties, Oswego only 1. While the Red Dragons, they have 3. So, rather 4. So that's huge. Already in this game, if you're the Red Dragons, definitely want to cut down on the penalty. If you're the Lakers, you want to get some offensive, you want to get something going.
Yeah, most definitely you want to get something going, and you definitely need a win today for Oswego as you look at the teams that are really hunting around you in terms of SUNYAC play today. Geneseo having a better hand on Plattsburgh right now, 10-2. Cortland and New Paltz now 7-3 as the Red Dragons have kind of drawn ahead. So Cortland right now, they're 1-1 to start the year, not really where they want to be. But Oswego right now, you're looking at the top of the SUNYAC, and you want to try and stay there for as long as you can. If not, try and hold your ground for as long as you can. This win will separate them and Oneonta by a game clearly. They'll get Geneseo on later in the season. So right now it's a good start for Oswego, but they got to keep the train rolling if they want to stay at the top of the food chain.
And Potsdam, Brockport, and Plattsburgh finding goose eggs in the SUNYAC so far. So definitely got to find a way to win against the SUNYAC compared to teams like New Paltz, Cortland, and we mentioned Geneseo and Oneonta. All 3 teams are undefeated in the SUNYAC, but one of these teams will fall and lose a game in the SUNYAC after today is written. And right now, for the Lakers, we head in the third quarter. They've got to be able to generate some defense right now because they're allowing teams just a little bit. They have a 55-60 in terms of goals per game, allowing teams to get that. So they're not bad in terms of giving up goals, but right now 5-4. We saw last week how they got down, and they just found a way to come back. So got to find a way to come back down right now. So if you're the Lakers, and also they don't have many turnovers. They have 50 compared to teams who are able to force more turnovers on that with 64. So how are they going to have to, how many turnovers would you say theoretically will they have to create to at least have a chance to tie this game back up?
Oswego right now as a whole, and they're only down by 1 goal. It's not like they're down by 4 or 7 or 9. They're down by 1, and it's really been a 50-50 game. Any opportunity they have right now, if you miss on one opportunity, as long as you shut down Oneonta the other way on their opportunity, it cancels each other out. You're not that far away from getting a lead back here on your home turf. This team, the only thing that will be a challenge for them right now, and this is moving into the near future, this is going to be their second game at home, and they only have 3 SUNY games at home this season. This will be the second one, and their second to last one will be later on in the year. So what's going to be important for them moving forward is not only finding the back of the net, but also being able to play really solid on the road.
As we resume the third quarter and the second half, and Connor Aspinall looks like in the penalty box as Gallagher, he gets it. He's trying to find someone. Guest, and we got a whistle. So trying to figure out what's exactly happening as there's 50 seconds left on the shot clock.
Looks like they had to reset the shot clock a little bit. He's having a little bit of technical difficulties. They finally reset it now. So Oneonta will retain possession to start off here in the third quarter.
And there's Guest. He'll get it over to Gallagher. Chips it. O'Neal, very quiet so far. He's able to basically flip it and he shoots, and that's no. Looked like it might have gone in, but
ball's loose though. You gotta be careful.
And Aiden Kenyon fell to the ground and a little shaken up there, but he's able to at least have a good day so far. .54 save percentage today. He's had 6 saves, so gotta hope that he's able to still maintain his composure. As we go to the other side of the field, and it's Delaney now to Sexton, working behind the net. Going to the near side. He's able to find O'Connor. Fakes a guy, fakes another man. He finds it. Back to Delaney. They went a little back and forth there. Sexton. Open is Brodman. And Donglowitz trying to cradle and go into that slot. And Delaney making his move. Finds Brodman. Oneonta unable to poke the ball out, and that's a whiff by Max Brodman right there. He had a guy on him. Bryce Caffrey, pretty good defensive job by the Red Dragons. And Brodman's going to fake this shoot, and he's going to miss. And he's missed right there. Bukas looks like part of the goalie stick got parts of it, a piece of it rather. And Nelson all the way to the other side of the field. Donglowitz with the goal already. And that's going to go to Delaney. Makes a couple guys miss. Fakes one way, goes to the other way. Goes to O'Connor. O'Connor trying to find something. Short dump out pass to Delaney. He's got nowhere to go. He's trying to get pushed. And they try to knock the ball out. And he's going to shoot. And Bukas makes the save, but ground ball and picked up by the Red Dragons.
Oneonta escaping a relentless Oswego pressure over the last few seconds, and another forced turnover there by Oswego. This is the start they want here in this third quarter of play, forcing turnovers, constant possession in the offensive zone, trying to work away and chip away at this Oneonta defense. They've got a lot of time to work with. They're trailing 1 goal. And they got the clock is on their side right now. They've had a lot of good chances so far. They've been moving the ball really well to start off this half.
And we say that, it's going to be a shoot, and it's going to go off the post. It looks like Jason Doglowitz tried to get that in there, but he can't as he goes off to the bench. And Jesse's, and that goes in. Yes, it did. Jesse Alfonso St. John puts that one in for the Red Dragons, and now we got a two-score lead for the Red Dragons. What do the Lakers need to do now to stop them?
That was just not an ideal scenario for Oswego State. Their defense sat back, and although they had some attackers in behind Kenyon, Alfonso St. John able to bury it home with the long stick and generate another opportunity, and that's just really a punch in the gut for Oswego. They had a lot of good looks when it came to the offensive side. You look at that previous opportunity, a shot that goes wired off the crossbar. It leads to the other way. It goes in the back of your net. So Oswego, they need a bounce back possession here. It's not really what you want, but it starts off here with the ball with Broadman and Elston, and they haven't been able to really tally anything in terms of offense today. Broadman, a couple opportunities, a couple of them high, a couple of them wide, but really hasn't been able to find the net.
And Lakers needed more opportunities. They've had a couple times in the zone to get it, but unfortunately, the Red Dragons defense is finding a way to stifle them as a low pass right there, scoop up the ground by Trey Jones. Fakes, spins him, and he's making all the spin moves, and that's a great play by Bukas to save it as the ball rolls and picked up by Delaney. He's got a room to throw it and score, but nope, and that's a miss. Could not on the same page with Trey Jones. That's going to be picked up by the Red Dragons. That's going to be a shoot, and that's going to be a save for Aiden Kenyon, as Alfonso St. John had the goal earlier, but just right there, not able to get it. As Broadman shoots wide, and that missed wide over the goalpost.
Yeah,
Rather goal.
Broadman hasn't really been able to find the goal today. A lot of shots have been high, and clearly some frustration within this team right now, not being able to generate the offensive looks that they did last weekend against Plattsburgh, which were good and plenty when it came to running up the scoreboard against the Cardinals. But going into now, you look at Alfonso St. John almost running it back the exact same way he found the back of the net for goal number 6 for Oneonta. Oswego not being able to chip away and get into this slot.
Oswego got to find a way back in it as Bukas makes the save, but it goes back to Elston. And now Sexton faked it like he was going to score and throw it. Donglowitz. Red Dragons not putting any pressure on so far. They're going to do so now. And Elston's going to shoot right and not going to get it. It's going to bounce off Bukas right there. And Lakers, multiple opportunities to try to score, and they're missing shots wide and near. And that's going to go wide and out of bounds. So that should be Red Dragons ball, and it will be. And that's going to go to the other side of the field. Bryce Caffrey with it right there. Lakers pretty much backing up. And Caffrey's going to cradle. He'll go to the left. He's going to go backwards. Finds Vale. Looking for goal number 3 of the game. Lakers down by 2. Needing a stop right now. Goal number 3 could be difficult situation for the Lakers.
Yeah, Oswego really getting the offensive looks has been there, but actually converting on those said looks has clearly been a challenge. And we've seen that on both sides, actually. Oswego recently getting the looks, just haven't been able to really beat the bar in the frame of the goal. A couple shots wide, couple of them over the goal. Oneonta was in that same book early in the first quarter.
And that's going to go in. Connor Gallagher puts it in for the Red Dragons. And now it's a tough situation for the Lakers, down 7-4. But we've seen the Lakers come back. Again, the game against Plattsburgh last week, they found themselves down a little early, down 1-0. And it looks like Daly's going to call a timeout. So what do the Lakers need to do right now? Down by 3 goals, get back in this game, tie it.
All jokes aside, I think they really need to calm down. I mean, you look at this team, and they have been getting the offensive opportunities that they've won. They haven't been able to score on them. Oneonta, though, they've had the opportunities, and they've scored. So it's pretty simple. Recollect your composure, and then start it off with a good possession here.
So, Turge, we're going to talk about a show that you're a part of. Laker Connections is home for you. All Oswego sports on WTOP 10. Thomas Turgeon and Jared Wakefield give their thoughts on all the Laker sports of the past week and the week ahead. Find Laker Connections at 10:30 p.m. every Thursday night. You know, I've been trying to get on this show last week, as I said, but, well, to no avail. As looks like they're out of the timeout and down by 3 goals, 8:30 left. Time is of the essence right now. Got to find a way for the Lakers to have the looks they want and put it in the net, because right now, 8:30 remaining. Got to have 3 goals to tie. It could be a very difficult, long game for the Lakers if they can't find something very quickly.
They need to start off with a good draw control here. And that's really what it starts off with. Get your possession and then work your way in the offensive zone. And it looks like this is what that's going to happen for the Lakers. They get the ball, they get the possession, but now they got to move their way forward in terms of their offense. And they're only down 3. We've seen them tally many goals in a short amount of time, and they've got a whole more extra quarter to work with as well. So on the other hand, you got to shut down Oneonta. But in terms of the offense, that needs to start clicking if you want any chance at a victory today.
Tyler Squirtle couldn't find Connor Aspinall. Aspinall was able to get it back to the near side. Goes to O'Connor. Now going up the field. And Rodman getting pushed, and that's going to go in. Max Rodman for the Lakers. Now down by 2. That's exactly what the Lakers needed right there.
And Broadman with his second on the day, really necessary there to chip that lead back down to 2, as we'll see the replay here. Broadman just weasels his way in, just sachets right by the defender and just rips one short side midway here through this third quarter of play. And much needed for the Lakers. Stops the run that Oneonta was on. And now they're back to a 2-goal game.
Back-to-back games for Broadman with 2+ goals. He had 3 last week, so trying to see if he can do that right there. As the faceoff's going to be won by the Lakers, Connor Aspinall right there, able to scoop that one up the ground. Red Dragons unable to stop him right there. He's able to find Corey O'Connor, who takes his time. He's looking for the look he wants. Elson re-enters the game along with Trey Jones. And Elston taking his time, trying to find someone there. He does. Jack Delaney. Back to Elston. Now goes to Delaney again. There's the Jones. Looked like he wanted to shoot there, but he didn't. Looks like Delaney now to Jones. Pitches it, and that goes going to go in. Corey O'Connor puts it in for the Lakers, and they are back in this game, down by 1. How quickly can things change here, Turge?
That was a thing of beauty, the patience and precision by this Oswego State offense. You see Elston right there, walk and wait, brings it to Corey O'Connor on the back door, the pump fake, and the far side shot being able to tally at home, making it a 1-goal game, and a quick bang response by this Lakers offense brings them to a 1-goal game.
This Lakers team won't quit. They are not going to go down easy. They're going to put up a fight pretty much the whole entire thing as Logan Prescott trips. We'll see if we get a penalty. Look at the ball hit the referee, but anyways now, and we got someone that fell down. It's Prescott, so Red Dragons ball now. And looks like some of the fans looking for a penalty. They're not going to get it. Ground ball and off the stick. Like bounce off one of the Jamie O'Neal. And that's going to go from Coleman to Schmidt, I believe, or rather Robert Nelson. Pardon me, Cameron Yost. He's able to shuffle it ahead to Aspinall. past midfield. And Aspinall working his way to the left. Looked like he tried to fake there. Elston. Trying to find something going here. Huge possession right here. Try to tie up this ball game with under 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And McAlery shoots, and Bukas right there waiting for him patiently, able to make the save. And that's going to go to the long stick midfielder. I believe that's Guerrero, and that's going to be caught by the Red Dragons. Dominikowski running with it. He's going to shed some tackles. Sheds his defender. He's got some open space. Trying to give the Red Dragons a 2-goal lead. He's able to go to Kelly. Looks like he wanted to find O'Neal behind the net. He's not able to do so. Jackson Cummings defending. Now goes to Konak. That goes to Gallagher. Looks like it's via Vale. Yes, it is. He spins, trying to get away from Prashunas. And he's going to shoot, and that goes out of the ballpark.
He wasn't able to follow through on that shot, leading to him not being able to put the weight on his front foot, and that one goes high flying out of the turf, and a nice little floater out on the pavement there, and Oneonta will get possession though, but Oswego's defense holding their own, Aiden Kenyon being able to scoop it up, and the Lakers, they get possession back. And what we've seen recently right now is both teams have been taking their time on that possession clock. In the first half, we saw things a little bit different. Saw things involving them rushing their offensive possessions and really not taking their time, trying to move the ball around very fast, very tactical. But now it's more of a long-term tactic where Oswego's trying to wait it out and look for a slot to open up.
And the Lakers forced a turnover there. I believe it might have been Evan Coleman right there with the turnover. So the Lakers have it all the way on the other side. Trey Jones faking a guy, making him miss. Dumps it off short to Dogwitz, hits the post. That bounces off. That's going to go to the other side. And it's going to go out of bounds. And Lakers keep their possession. 3:46 remaining in the third quarter. The Lakers trying to find a way to tie this game, down 7-4. They refuse to quit. They score 2 goals straight. They're back in this game still with the opportunity. And we're going to resume play after a couple seconds of a hiatus. Delaney goes behind him to Evan Coleman, running to the far side. He's got a defender on him, trying to get away from him. He's able to find Trey Jones in some open space he's got. Makes a guy miss, and off the mark to Donglowitz. Not sure what he thought of right there, but not the look he wanted, and that goes wide. And now we go to Bukas, comes out of the goal to find Guerrero, who's able to run and have some room, rather, Matthew Mandels, and he scores! And Matthew Mandels, that's a Red Dragon goal. He's going to score, and right now, 2-goal lead for the Red Dragons.
Yeah, Mangles it takes it all on his own. He's just got such a large stride to his step. He's just able to get some space, wind that long stick up, and just let her fly. Burns it right by Kenyon. A lot of speed, a lot of size with Mangles being able to tally it home. Oneonta back up 2.
And that's his first goal of the season. What a heck of a time for it right now. And looks like someone might have fell down, and there's a yard sale right there on the ground. With the Red Dragons with possession, that's going to go to Krieg.
Number 45, Matthew Mangles.
He's running up the field.
That goal scored unassisted at 11 minutes 51 seconds.
And that's going to go right to Gallagher.
Mangles unassisted at 11:51.
So now to Gallagher, he's going to throw short. They're going to throw back and forth. Gallagher, a little back and forth action here. David Guess with the ball now. Making his moves. Fakes one way, goes the other way. Behind the net now, Jamie O'Neill. He's going to throw way ahead to the far side. They're going to throw short. Goes to Gallagher now. He's going to go back and a shoot and way wide. With 29 seconds on the shot clock with the Red Dragons now with the ball to work with. And that's high again. Scooped up and picked up eventually by Connor Aspinall to the near side. He's fine looking for someone. He's able to get that to Trey Jones, the freshman who's having an exceptional season so far for this Lakers squad. And he's trying to find someone. Looks like he's trying to get it to Elston. Yes, he does. And Elston looking for someone right here. Throws to the right. That's going to be Doglowitz.
Oswego looks like they're trying to set up one big shot here.
And that's going to go wide. It looks like Broadman got hit. But nonetheless, Oswego has 45 seconds left to work on the shot clock and still has the ball. Corey O'Connor faking, spinning, trying to get that wraparound of the goal. He has a guy on him. Gets it to Elston. Elston to Donglowitz. Donglowitz being heavily pressured. One-on-one. Goes behind the net. That goes to Sexton. Elston now looks like he got doubled. Red Dragons trying to get that ball out there. It's going to go now to Delaney. He's trying to find someone. Looks like he's trying to go behind the net. That he does. Still has it. Shoots, and that's a score for the Lakers. Gillette Delaney assisted it, and Liam Sexton puts it in the net for the Lakers.
Be patient and you will succeed is what the motto was on that goal, and you can just see it. Delaney taking his time, takes a step back, being able to pass it over to Sexton on that back door, rips it over the top right shoulder of Bukas, and it's now a one-goal game once more. Oswego, they need a response now here. We talked about it in the first half how Oswego, every time they scored, they weren't able to constantly manage that response by Oneonta, and the Red Dragons will be able to capitalize. Let's see what they're able to do here with 43 seconds remaining.
As Prescott shovels it ahead to, I believe that was Tyler Stevenson. Now that goes to Corey O'Connor. So the Lakers now with two people as that gets shoveled to Kevin Elston. But the Lakers have two people with 2+ goals. Max Broadman and Liam Sexton had an exceptional game last weekend against the Plattsburgh State Cardinals, winning 16-12. Running up the field with some speed is Donglowitz. The need for speed right there. Jack Delaney with it now.
Got 13 seconds.
Got shoved there. He's got it to Sexton, trying to get a goal before the quarter ends. He's able to shovel. Looks like he tried to shovel it, and unable to do so to any avail.
Donglowitz looking to get a low shot down beneath the waist. Was unable to do so, just whistles it wide. And now they're down one going into the fourth quarter. A close contest, though, nonetheless.
And Turch, we got another promo. This is a show you know a lot about. Stick to Sports is WTOP 10's show all about professional sports. Our Zach Malibu, Joey Pulatsky, Ben Diamond break down all the biggest news in sports world from the previous week and debate their takes as well. Catch it at 10:30 p.m. Wednesday nights on WTOP 10. So Turch, there's one. This Lakers squad down by one right now. They found a way to get back in this game, but there's still a lot of ways to go in order for them to tie.
It's a mountain where it's gradually becoming more and more challenging. Now they're going in the fourth quarter. They're down one. They need a response, though. They have that goal to bring them within one, but I feel like they just need either 1, 2, maybe it might be a little too much to say even 3 goals to string together either out of the next 4 or 3 in a row, where the Lakers can finally feel a little bit better in this fourth quarter. The team trailing, they haven't played poorly either. It's been a great game to watch. Both of these teams undefeated in conference play and trying to keep that really title alive going into next week. And although early in the season right now, the Lakers, they're being very competitive. And you look at it, just gradually built up across that third quarter.
And look around the SUNYAC right now. Geneseo, huge lead, 13-5 over the Plattsburgh State Cardinals. Portland also has a huge lead, 5-point game. Portland Red Dragons over the New Paltz Hawks. And Brockport and Potsdam, 6-5 Brockport lead in the third quarter as the Lakers start with it, begin the fourth. That's Corey O'Connor. Throws it long. That guy goes to, I believe that's going to be Liam Sexton. And that's going to be now Broadman with it. Now he gets it, rather. He's trying to get something going for this Lakers squad. Impressive performance already. Runs, now tries to shoot, and that goes wide. That goes wide right there, and the Lakers had the looks, they have the opportunities, they have the shots where they need them, but they're just not able to put in the net. As now the Lakers, it's Delaney trying to wrap around to get it in. He's unable to do so, so he's in a second best option, go to Corey O'Connor here. Now that goes to, it's like Dongowitz, and that's going to be, he's got pushed. He's got an open man right there. Broadman, very low pass right there, but able to do so to get it. And a shoot, and tried to bounce off the ground. He's unable to do so. Loose ball off the ground. Picked up by Bukas. And now it's going to go up the field by the Red Dragons. Trying to get something. Trying to extend it to a 2-goal lead, and that would essentially make it difficult for the Lakers to come back, but as we said, the Lakers, nothing's going to stop them from coming back. Got to find a way to slow down Oneonta, who was able to do so within the last 2 quarters, as Connor Gallagher has it for them. That goes to Guest, now to Krieg, now go Owen Vale, now back to Krieg. Double team right there, off the stick of a Laker. That was Nelson. And that goes to Gallagher, trying to, or rather Krieg, and he's going to shoot and miss. And that's picked up by the Lakers. So now to Kenyon. He's going to go all the way across to Coleman. Tried to go long right there. He's going to back up, reverse, spin. He goes to Kenyon, so a little back and forth. Kenyon coming out of the goal right there to find Cameron Yost. That's going to go to, now going to go to Robert Nelson, and Jack Delaney has it. Trying to get something going as early on in the fourth quarter. And we get a turnover.
Yeah, Oswego not really getting anything there. The previous opportunity, though, by Oneonta. Cummings getting the block, and he's over on the sidelines right now being looked at by a trainer as he took one up high, and it looks like he'll be getting up good to go. But either way, a little bit of a scary situation for Oswego State as they've took a couple block shots so far today on the defensive side, and hasn't really just been Aiden Kenyon alone. This defensive group getting in the way, getting in the traffic, being able to block those shooting lanes is allowing life to make a lot easier for Aiden Kenyon.
Something as a note, no penalties so far in the last quarter. There was a lot in the first half, but none so far. We'll see if it continues to stay that way as the Red Dragons shoot, and they miss!
Great save by Kenyon there.
Aiden Kenyon, have a day. That was a heck of a job right there. Robert Nelson chips it all the way to the other side of the field. From the left to the right, Connor Aspinall has it. He's going to back up a little bit, trying to find some space. He'll chip it right there to Elston, who's having a quiet day so far. That goes to McAlery, someone we haven't mentioned his name in at least a while. That goes to Elston. That goes now to Delaney. And now that's going to be thrown ahead to Trey Jones, trying to shed a defender. That he does. Goes short to Nelson. He's going to take his time, patience. Shot clock at 25. Got to get a shot off right now if you're the Lakers. That goes to Prescott. He's going to shoot, and that's going to go off the stick. And that's going to be Oneonta ball. So Bukas comes out of the goal. Looks like they're going to have a back and forth. And now he almost went past. Oh, look, yes, it is. Bukas nearly went past midfield to try to get the ball into Oswego's attack zone. So now it goes to Krieg. Brian Zucchini had it. Now it's to the far side. Vincent Herbsman. Back to Zucchini. Now to Krieg. Trying to work his way around the net with Cameron Yost stapled on him. Tries to get around him. Goes around the net, tries to wrap around. Now he's going to fake go the other way. Shoots. Rather, he drops it. That'd be Ben Konak. Picks it up. Now runs near the goal. Kenyon trying to defend the goal as best he can. While long pass, shoot, and goes wide.
Oswego looks a little bit out of shape here. They're not really looking at their defensive form right now. Oneonta being able to really shuffle the deck a little bit, make some screen plays, and generate some offensive breaks.
And that's a deflection right there. It looks like it was off the stick of Cameron Yost. And that's going to be Lakers ball. And now a new possession for the Lakers. Got to get something going here, knowing that you need a goal to tie this game and really get things going in their direction. As Jackson Cummings takes it around the left sideline. He's able to find a speedy Corey O'Connor. Goes to Elston now. He's trying to find someone.
They've got a lot of time to work with, though. They got 54 seconds on the possession clock. They still have a full almost 9 minutes of play left to be in this game, and potentially more if they get things all square. They're only trailing 1 goal. Clearly this game is far from over. We've seen Oswego be able to tally goals in a matter of seconds.
Jason Donglowitz trying to get it in, but unable to do so there. He's had a couple times where he's missed wide, but Lakers still have it nonetheless. Liam Sexton, low ground pass. Donglowitz fakes his shoot. He's going to go from right to left. Throws a little short pass to Max Brodman there. High pass, Elston able to corral it. And he's going to shoot and score! Gavin Elston able to tie the game, and we got a tie game.
Much needed Gavin Elston coming in where it matters the most, tying the game up at 8-a-side as he was wide open to be able to get one by Bukas on the turnaround. And, you know, you look at Gavin Elston, he's been rather quiet as of the last few games, but on the other hand, the goal that's needed the most to get things all square is written with number 7 in white on it.
A go-ahead goal by the Lakers would take the lead, either that or the Red Dragons would get a go-ahead goal, but one of them needs it here. Who's going to have the most left in the tank to do it? Face-off won by the Lakers. Logan Prescott, fast break, trying to get a goal. He's able to do so. No. Last week, a fast break goal for Logan Prescott. Trying to copy the same thing here, unable to do so, but Lakers still have the ball.
Oswego trying to get a fast break there, but Jack Delaney on the near side telling everyone, let's relax a little bit. It's a tie game. Although an exciting game now tied at 8-a-side, you definitely need to keep your composure, and you need a response here. You get the game all square. Can Oswego get a lead from this?
And it sure can if they can find the right tune right here as Delaney keeps it. It's like Ben Konak. Rather, it's Jake Dominikowski on him, trying to knock it. Able to go to, and that's a goal! That's a go-ahead goal. Corey O'Connor, I believe, actually, rather, Gavin Elston. He's going to be the guy that scores for the Lakers. How about that one?
And much needed for the Lakers. The first time that they've had the lead in this game since late in the first quarter on the goal by Trey Jones. Now Gavin Elston, back-to-back goals to take the lead. 7:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
How quickly things can change. The Red Dragons blow a 7-4 lead and have given up now 5 goals. It's 9-8 Oswego. So now on the Oneonta Red Dragons side, and what Coach Owens is telling his team, what do you think he's having? What do you think the discussion right there is in the huddle?
Regather your composure and reset your defensive structure. Oswego has been able to pinpoint tactical maneuver their way around the Oneonta defense and be able to get those scoring opportunities. However, they got on Oneonta's offensive side, though, they got to get things going. Oswego has the momentum. Logan, like you mentioned, it was 7-4 at one point. Oswego has strung together a 5-1 run over the last quarter. And you look at 2 early goals by Gavin Elston in 1:03 right now. In terms of around the SUNY, you got to get these 2 points ahead because you have Cortland clawing at your backs with 13-8 leading in New Paltz. You have Geneseo leading against Plattsburgh in that aspect, 18-5. Overall right now, though, the Lakers need this win. It's set in stone. It's in the book. The rest of the games seem like they will be set as we see the scores now. I mean, Brockport and Potsdam, both of those teams haven't gotten a win yet so far. But you look at Cortland and Geneseo, those are 2 teams that are going to hunt for the top of the SUNY.
And that face-off was won by the Red Dragons right there. I believe that was number 24, Steven Somo, the face-off specialist for this Red Dragons team, as he's the one 83 out of 160 face-offs. And as of those people who are watching at home, Logan Prescott 48th in the country for the Lakers for face-offs and percentage. As that was a shot right there by David Guest. That goes way wide, but nonetheless, Red Dragons retain their possession. Trying to tie this game with 6:33 left, 43 seconds on the shot clock. That's now going to go to Guest.
There's going to be a foul here on Oswego. They're going to go on the really on the penalty kill in a matter of moments once they get possession back.
And Jamie O'Neill goes from one end to the other. He's going to go to Matthew Creek here. And that's going to be a short pass, and it's going to be knocked down, and we got a stop of the whistle, a penalty, as you mentioned. We're going to see what this penalty is. The ref's going to say it was a push.
It's going to be going on the Lakers for a cross check for Oswego State, going on Connor Aspinall. Now, Oneonta, this is the time where you need to capitalize here. This is a quality opportunity. You got the man advantage. You have 6 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. A big opportunity for the Red Dragons here.
And a huge opportunity that would definitely be a huge, it'd be really huge for this Red Dragons team to tie this game with now under 6 minutes. Got to get something going in offense, as that's going to go to Owen Vale. Maybe he's the key for this team to actually tie this game. Either him or big-time Jamie O'Neill, very quiet so far today, as the Lakers have found a way to shut him down, at least for the most part. Bounced off the stick of Owen Vale, goes on the ground, picked up by Gallagher. And Oswego pretty much backing off a little bit. Man on man. Goes to Vale. Shoots, and that was very close to going in, but it does not. Looks like it was Evan Kelly. And the Lakers get the ball back. Tyler Stevenson's going to be there to pick it up. How huge was that for this Lakers team?
An escape at the peace of mind for the Lakers. Currently a huge opportunity for Kelly on this point-blank opportunity, as we see here on the replay. Just right in front of Kenyon and just whistles it by the left post. And Oswego able to get the possession back and turn it around, kill off this man advantage that Oneonta has, and able to eat some clock away as well, as they got 60 seconds to work on the possession clock. 4:55 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
And Tyler Stevenson doing his best Marshawn Lynch impression, getting off people. And that's now Trey Jones. Spins, makes a guy miss. Being hit, and that's going to go in. Trey Jones, goal number 2 for the Lakers. And now we have a 2-goal lead for Oswego.
A huge turnover in momentum leads to the back of the net for Oswego. We saw this in the third quarter with Oneonta. Oswego unable to capitalize. Oneonta goes the other way and buries it home. And it's Trey Jones giving the Red Dragons a little bit of a taste of their own medicine.
So what about that for Trey Jones? His second goal of the game. That's huge for this Lakers squad. And now up by 2. Oneonta's got to find a way to counteract this Oswego offensive attack that has been on point recently. We've seen this team do this plenty times this year, and it's pretty much showing up today. And face-off won by the Lakers initially. Scooped up, tripped, and we might have a tripping penalty. Yes, we do.
Jones unassisted.
And that's going to be, as we discussed, the ref discussed things with one of the Oneonta Red Dragons. That's going to be Aspinall with the ball. Going to Kenyon behind him. Evan Coleman trying to work his way up the field. Fakes one way, goes the other. Goes towards the middle, trying to get a screen. He's able to do so. That's going to be, it looks like Aspinall with it. Rather, Doglowitz, rather. 52 seconds on the shot clock, taking his time, up by 2 with under 4 minutes remaining in this ball game. It goes to Elston. 2 goals on the game, and we have, look at this, Turge, we have Broadman, Elston, Trey Jones, Liam Sexton. That's 4 guys with 2 goals. What a valuable part those guys for the Oswego State Lakers offense.
You're forgetting to mention they also each have 1 assist and 3 points for all of those 4 that you mentioned, and they all have been critical for this team. But on the other hand, look at the shot counter. Oswego's got 45 shots so far. That's really what I was preaching early in the first half and in the second half, is shoot the ball.
Rodman had a clear opportunity to get it in, but Bukas knocked out, defended that so well that couldn't get past the brick wall, and that's going to be knocked. That's going to go out of bounds, and we got a flag. It looks like someone's asking for a flag, and there's a discussion. Daly is not exactly happy, it looks like.
Oswego's going to keep possession, though, and they've got another 55 seconds on the possession clock to kill away right now. They got 2-goal lead. Oneonta now fighting the clock for sure, going down the final 3 minutes, and we will have a turnover, though, as Oneonta will retain possession.
And huge for the Red Dragons now that they have the possession with now under 3 minutes left, as they need something to go right for them, down by 2 goals. Got to have something go quickly here, because time is of the essence, partner, right now.
Yeah, and you look at this team right now, Oneonta, there is a sense of urgency, and I feel like that's what's needed right now, but I wouldn't say they're in too much of a rush. We've seen them generate a lot of offensive opportunities in just a matter of 10, 15, 20 seconds, and they'll have another one here with 2:35 remaining. I mean, Oswego was able to get 2 to go in a matter of a minute. I'm sure Oneonta could easily do the same.
You know, right here, right now, Red Dragons, they've got to get something, as it's going to be scooped up by Robert Nelson, working his way up the field. He's going to shoot, and it bounces off the turf, and that does not go.
He didn't bounce it off the turf in the right spot that he anticipated for. It was just so short in front of him that he was able to ricochet off the turf and then high over the goal.
And Lakers
was able to keep possession.
Lakers look to burn off some clock here with the possession. Up by 2 goals. Came back in this game. Jason Doglowitz going to shoot, and he's going to score. Jason Donglowitz, that's his third goal of the game. How about that for the Lakers?
Donglowitz getting his second of the game here. And a little bit of padding on this lead is what you needed in Donglowitz. We've mentioned his name quite often today, generating a lot of good chances. And what a time for it. 11-8 now for Donglowitz and the Lakers. A minute 58 remaining. Now it's going to be the defense wins games.
And as you said, defense does win games, as we got a little pushing and shoving for the ball taken by Logan Prescott. Shovels it ahead to Jack Delaney, and we have, looks like 6 guys on the Lakers right now with 2+ goals in this game. Everyone does their part for this team. We saw it last week at Hayden Coney. First 3 collegiate goals came last week. Only time I mentioned him so far is for a penalty, but Lakers taking their time right now, up by 3 goals.
They've got plenty of time to work with. A minute 20 remaining in this game. Oneonta, you're trailing by 3. They could kill this possession clock all the way down to roughly around 20 seconds if they really wanted to.
And Brahman trying to chew up some clock. He's going to run to the left side, trying to find someone. Able to throw it long. Caught by Sexton. Now it goes to Jason Donglowitz, who has the 2 goals now, trying to get a 3rd one on the game. Bukas defending the goal right now, and he gets knocked down, and that's going to be Lakers keep possession.
Oswego's going to keep possession here, and with 50 seconds remaining, the possession clock, it looks like it'll reset back to 60. So Oswego will most likely eat this clock away before causing a turnover.
Corey O'Connor able to scoop it up, and it's going to go on the ground again. Alfonso Stachon, who was a goal earlier, trying to see if he could do it again. And he's in a shuffle. It goes to, and he rips that, but he cannot find it. Jake Dominikowski, the senior from Niskayuna, New York, unable to get it in for the Red Dragons. And we got a timeout for the Red Dragons. Down by 3. What a heck of a performance by this Lakers squad. Coming back, down by 7-4. They rally off more than multiple goals to take a 3-point advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. They've ran 5 straight goals for Oswego State. They got one late in the 3rd quarter, and followed by 4 more here midway to the later points of the 4th. So Oswego State able to generate plenty of offense later on in the game, generating 7 of the last 8 goals in this game. With 25 seconds remaining, roughly around there, 28 seconds for the Lakers, and they've done fantastic so far, Logan. I mean, you talk about many people generating goals so far today, and many points for the Lakers. Max Brodman showing up 2-2 for 4 points and 5 shots on goal, leading the team in shots with 12. So being able to find the back of the net was huge for number 3 today for Oswego.
And Krieg is going to rip it, but Aiden Kenyon saves it there. Jamie O'Neal, as of note, very quiet. One of the best players in the country has been silenced today by this Lakers. And there's going to be Cummings. That's going to go to out of bounds. Clock's going to stop with 4.9 seconds left. And we got a timeout by the Lakers, I think, or yes.
It looks like Oswego will just call their final timeout just to keep their composure. Don't let anything go over their heads. I mean, you're up by 3. They're in the dying moments. You just need to eat this clock away. It's very straightforward. It's very simple. But you go back to that point on O'Neal being very silent. And we talked about this earlier in the broadcast. Oneonta's offense runs really through O'Neal when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net. 34 goals for O'Neal. Everything else has been in the teens into the single digits for the Oneonta Red Dragons in terms of offense. And you look at Matthew Krieg, 13 and 13 for 26. He really hasn't shown much today, but it has been Vale and Kelly keeping this thing a close contest. O'Neill's gotten a goal today and an assist, but it's Vale and Kelly both getting 2 goals aside to keep this one close for Oneonta.
So with the win, the Lakers will move to 5-2 on the year. The Red Dragons will drop to 6-3 so far. With the Red Dragon dropping to 2-1 in the SUNYAC. Lakers will stay undefeated in the SUNYAC as they have multiple games in the SUNYAC remaining, trying to see if they can beat their other opponents of the New Paltz, Geneseo, Cortland, and Potsdam, and that's going to do it. Your Oswego State Lakers defeat the Oneonta Red Dragons 11-8 after being down 7-4. The Lakers offense reawakes from hibernation, and they take down the Oneonta State Red Dragons here at Laker Turf Stadium.
Yeah, and this was an offensive showing here late in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. Oswego stringing together 7 goals out of the last 8. That's so huge for their offense. That's even better for their defense. And we talked about it in the first quarter and as well as the second quarter. Anytime Oswego was be able to score, Oneonta would have a response for him. This time it was completely different in that third quarter and fourth quarter. Oswego generating goals, shutting down the Red Dragons on the other end of things, and capturing a huge victory in SUNYAC play here at the Laker Turf today.
Win for the Lakers nonetheless. It's something they definitely needed. And how about our player of the game, Max Brodman? A heck of a performance, 2 goals on the game. He's had back-to-back games of 2+ goals. He has 4 points on the game. He had 12 shots. How much will the Lakers need him down the stretch?
Well, he's going to be huge for him. He had 2 goals today, now leading at 13 goals for him. So overall, you look at this, he had 2 goals and 2 assists today. That's another 4 points to his lead. Team leading now for Max Brodman, now with 18, and a huge start for Max Brodman and the Lakers, now 3-0 in SUNYAC play, getting the better hand of Oneonta, and a huge victory for the Lakers.
And so far in this game, so far as we see some of the stats, as we see,
Oswego outshot Oneonta, though. I mean, you look at this is the best way possible for the Lakers, outshooting the Red Dragons by 12. Oneonta a lot more turnovers this game, and the ground balls. Oswego winning the battles on the ground, getting those turnovers, recovering the loose balls on the turf today, being able to transition from defense to offense very fluid in that third and fourth quarter, and Oswego getting the job done in that second half. And they were trailing by 1 after the first half. They get the job done here in the fourth quarter and win the second half and the game here at Laker Turf.
The Lakers trying to do better in the conference. Last year, 3-4 in the conference. Their losses in the conference came to Oneonta. But anyways, we'll move around the SUNYAC, and as we see some of the games here, Rockport with actually Potsdam right now, huge advantage, huge lead for them. They're up 9-8 on Brockport, so how about that one? Didn't see that one coming.
Well, Brockport hasn't really had the year that they've wanted to start off so far, but you look at those other 2 games, those 2 seem rather set in stone. Cortland getting the job done against New Paltz, Geneseo, now also 3-0, starting off SUNYAC play with a dominant win against Plattsburgh. Oswego's got a little bit of time in between before they meet Geneseo and Drew Bezak. That'll be on Saturday, April 22nd, which will be their final home game actually here at the Laker Turf. A 1 o'clock start for the Oswego State men's lacrosse program. But around the SUNYAC as a whole, they're kind of expected matchups. Oswego gets the job done here against Oneonta, a really 50-50 contest. That was a very close game to the very end. Cortland taken to town on New Paltz. It was rather straightforward, an 18-9 win, and then Geneseo against Plattsburgh, really just single-handedly taking care of the Cardinals.
And the Lakers' next game, they will take on the New Paltz Hawks, all the way down at the other side of west of New York, down there And then they will go to Alfred for a 4 o'clock kickoff on Wednesday, April 19th. And so far in the standings right now within the SUNYAC, the Lakers, one of the best in the SUNYAC so far, but they're trailing Geneseo and Cortland, something they've really got to work on.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look, Oswego's got the title right now. They've got the lead in the SUNYAC, sitting at 3-0. And Geneseo, though, they're going to look to make it 3-0 as well. For them, Cortland, if they get the job done against New Paltz, they'll improve to 2-1. Oneonta will be tied with them at 2-1. But on the other hand, the biggest challenges are yet to come for Oswego State. You have Geneseo, you have Cortland. You have two of those teams who are really coming for you here in the SUNYAC in April.
And a heck of a performance by everyone all around for this Lakers squad.
Yeah, Oswego's really been just getting the job done here today. They get the victory here on their home turf. Now still sitting perfect, 2-0 at home in conference. Now 3-1 at home and 3-0 in conference as Oswego gets the job done here today.
And that's going to do it for us for the Laker Turf Stadium. The Red Dragons, the Oswego State Lakers beat the Oneonta Red Dragons 11-8. Tune into our next broadcast as the Oswego State women's lacrosse team takes on the Brockport Golden Eagles on Wednesday at 4 o'clock p.m. For all of our crew here at the Turf and the studio, my partner Thomas Turgeon, my name's Logan Stolberg. Have a great rest of your day.